1040.com podcast. Your taxes, smart and simple. Hey, welcome to 1040.com podcast, episode 15. I'm Paul.
And I'm Sue.
What's up?
Nothing much. It is Tuesday morning, and I have coffee, and hopefully the caffeine will kick in before the end of the podcast, because we are talking taxes today on the tax podcast.
But not much. I'm kind of looking at this card, we don't have a lot today, so that's good.
Yeah.
Good for you all.
Not super heavy.
I'm wearing flip-flops, a t-shirt, and a sweater, a light sweater, because it's warm, or has been seasonally warm where we're at, and I'm just like holding on for spring. And I know it's going to get cold.
I know.
At least one more time, but I'm holding on.
It's like I want to enjoy the spring, but you see all of the flowers starting to bloom, and especially someone was saying the strawberries are starting to bloom already, and it's like, well, they're going to die if it freezes again, so that's not fun. So it's like I want to enjoy it, but I can't really.
Yeah, no, I'm just taking when I can. Put these flip-flops on. So sorry if you can see my flip-flops. I don't know if you can or not. That's a nice shirt you have on.
Why, thank you.
Where'd you get that?
I got this from the Mike and Dooley show that we were on Friday. We were on a talk show.
Yeah.
Hey!
So these guys are new friends, Mike and Dooley. You gotta check them out. Mike and Dooley Morning Show on Facebook. They go live. They're in the area that we live in, and but they're funny. If you're somewhere else, no matter where you're at, check them out. They do cover a lot of local area news and events and happenings, but I think you would find these guys funny. And they're about to interview some larger names and people and bands, and so that'll kind of get interesting once their show starts growing. But we had a lot of fun. We've got a video that we're going to put out in the next couple weeks. We did our take on curling.
Emphasis on the our take.
Yeah.
It was our take on it. It
not
was real curling.
Nowhere close. We had good intentions, and then
it was like if you watched curling one time for 15 seconds, and 5 years later they're like, "Hey, how do you play this game?" We're like,
it was almost like ice beanbag toss.
Yeah, that's like cornhole.
Yeah, ice cornhole is what it was closest
But
to.
the good thing was that our costumes were very coordinated.
Oh gosh, they were killer.
I misunderstood what Paul said to dress up as, so we ended up being very different.
Let me just go ahead and spill the beans. By misunderstood, I said, hey, I'm going to wear the ski jump costume that we filmed the 1040 commercial with, and Sue showed up wearing a reindeer onesie.
I did.
I was
thinking winter theme.
No, I was thinking like Olympic theme.
Yeah.
Whatever. Whatever.
It worked.
It's funny. And we had a Space Jam hat.
Yep, that was super fun. I don't know if I was wearing it, actually. I thought about wearing it.
Though.
Yeah, it was there.
Anyway, hey, we're bantering a little bit because we have 3 points for you today, and they're super simple, but they're really important because we hear this all the time. We say this all the time. We had to correct it on last week's episode because we got one of these confused.
My bad.
But it just happens. It's super common in the tax world, but it helps for you to know these simple phrases, simple terms, just to make sure that when you file your taxes with 1040.com, you are a pro and you know exactly what these mean. So we're going to hop right into it. Commonly confused terms, return versus refund. You like how I said those? Return. Return versus refund.
Okay, so refund.
Refund. Return.
He's gonna get it. It's fine.
I still said it. Anyway.
So your tax return and your tax refund are two different things, and a lot of times we get those mixed up. So let's go ahead and clear the air on that. Your tax return is the document that you fill out with all of your tax information and then send it to the IRS. Your tax refund is the money that you get back from the IRS if you overpaid your taxes over the course of the year. So if you had more tax withheld from your paychecks than you actually owed, then the IRS will write you a check for pretty much the change and sends it back to you. So your return is the document that you fill out with 1040.com, and your refund is the money that the IRS sends you back if you overpaid your tax.
Boom.
Liability.
What do we say? Boom sauce. That's what they said last Friday. Boom
that's
sauce.
Mike and Dooley.
All right. So federal return versus state return.
Yes. Okay. So when you go to file your taxes, what a lot of people don't realize off the bat is that you file a federal return and a state return. Your federal return is like at a national level. Your state return is for your state.
Hey,
Guess what? That was super complicated.
Hey.
So when you file your taxes, when you file with 1040.com, we take all of the information that you need for your state return and just go ahead and plug that in after you finish filling out your federal. So it's super easy. But because those two things are different, you will oftentimes get your federal refund, the money that you get back from the IRS, and your state refund back at different times. So a lot of people sometimes get confused. They say, I got my federal refund, but my state refund is nowhere to be seen. Shouldn't I have gotten all that money at the same time? Is there a problem? It's not that there's a problem. A lot of times states they have different processing times than the federal level. And a lot of states are seeing delayed refunds this year. I wrote a blog post on that, so if you're interested in figuring out more about delayed state refunds, you can go to the blog and check that out.
Yeah.
So,
all right, last one real quick. Talk about the credit or a credit versus deduction.
Yes, so credits and deductions are both tax breaks. Both of them are great. Both of them are going to reduce the amount of money that you have to pay back to Uncle Sam, but they do it in different ways. A credit reduces the amount of taxes that you owe, but a deduction reduces the amount of income that you're taxed on. So they work a little bit differently. A $200 credit is going to save you more money than a $200 deduction, though, because a $200 credit will reduce the amount of taxes you owe by $200, whereas a $200 deduction will just say that's $200 that you're not going to owe taxes on.
Right.
So both of them are really great. You want to get as many credits and deductions as possible, which will get you at 1040.com. But they work a little bit differently.
Yeah. Awesome. Three knocked out of the park right there.
There you go. Keeping it simple.
Hey, so free federal, free state ends on February 28th. If you qualify for that, you've got 8 days. Mm-hmm. Is that right? 7, 8 days?
9 days.
9 days?
From today.
Yeah.
When
Today's
we're
the
filming
20th?
this.
Yeah.
But when it comes out, it'll be different.
There we go. Thank you, Sue. Thank you. That could have been a disaster.
Completely disastrous.
Nevertheless, it ends on February 28th is your last day to file free federal, free state if you qualify. So make sure you're checking that out. Go follow us. Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, iTunes. We're on Pinterest. Go read Sue's blog. There's a lot of really good stuff floating around there. We know that taxes can be boring. We try to make it fun. Keep watching, keep sharing, and we'll catch up with you next time.
All right. See y'all later.